Alrighty, so I went out and I picked up this plow here. I gave 80 bucks for it. Somebody painted it orange, but you can tell it was yellow, so I'm assuming this probably was a John Deere plow. Probably for a 318 or so, the way the mounting section is down there. Somebody did cut this off and welded it to this side, but it was supposed to be on that side. As you can see, the marks right there where they cut it. I went ahead and I pulled the deck off of it because the deck's in pretty rough shape, and I'm gonna try to attempt to fix it. And it's rusted right here by the plow, the discharge. So I'm gonna try to fix that, try to save this deck. It is somewhat decent, so. But what I'm gonna do in order to make this plow and that bracket and all that work is, I believe that's like a 3/8 rod. This is a 5/8 rod. It's not too big. So I'm gonna get a 3/8 rod. It's gonna mount right here. What I'm gonna do is cut it to length. Probably weld a piece of flat metal here, and maybe run a bolt or something through here to keep this from coming off when I go in reverse. So that's what I'm planning on doing, is doing that. And I'm gonna cut that off. I'm gonna try to make the attempt to weld it myself, but as y'all saw in some other videos, they're not very good welds. So I'm gonna cut that off, put it back on this side. That way we can hook it to that. So let's get this cleaned up. We'll head to Harbor Freight, or excuse me, Rural King. We're gonna pick up another rod, a 3/8 rod, and get back and see what we can do. All right, so we're out here in the garage. We're trying to get the old John Deere GT235. If you're new to the channel or you're coming across this channel, I did get this lawnmower free from a farmer. He was throwing it away, found it on Facebook Marketplace, picked it up. We had carburetor issues. We've gone through one junky carburetor, got another one, does a lot better. So what we're doing is trying to get that 42-inch plow mounted up to the John Deere. So let me show you what I've done so far and what the plan is to help mount it to this mower. Alrighty, so I bought 5/8 solid rod. That way I can hang the bracket for the plow on the front C-notch. I took 2 washers, one on this side, one on the other side, welded it, that way the rod wouldn't come out, so that's secure. So we got all that, but now my problem is if I back up, the plow will come off because there's nothing holding it from coming off. So what I've done is, let me find the, okay. So what have I done is I had some extra steel and I went ahead and I cut up my, some brackets here. As you can tell, that's pretty thick steel. I went ahead and drilled some holes. As you can tell, I got battle wounds from it. So I drilled a 5/8 hole, that way it will go on there. So when that bracket is on, these 2 holes here, I'm gonna mark on the back side, and I'm gonna run 2 bolts in there. That should keep the blade from coming off. And that way, I can reuse it next year or whatnot, or during the, sometime throughout the year for whatever reason I need it. So I got that done. So let's go ahead, let's mark this steel plate. I already done the other side the same way this is, but I have not marked the holes. So let's go ahead and mark the holes and get these drilled. Alrighty, so I got my holes drilled, or marked for drilling. And over here, I got to cut that off. So I'm gonna go ahead and pre-drill these, or mark them, to be drilled, and we're going to try to cut that other piece off. Alright, so we got our holes drilled. It's a little warm, I may say, so gotta be careful. So let's go ahead to try to get this put on and see if the holes line up. There we go, we got it on. The holes will line up. So now we just gotta get some bolts to stick through there and bolt it up, and we'll be good on this side, and we'll repeat the process on the other side. Alrighty, so we got that one drilled too. I got a bolt, but I don't have a nut, so I'll put one in there for right now until I can find another nut or go to the store and get one. I am going to modify this a little bit down here. That way it's not sticking down. But now the mount will not come off of the frame. So that's good. So let's go ahead. Let's mount the plow back to the front. And the only thing we'll have left is to connect a, I don't know if I connect a wire, cable wire, or something else for it to work properly. So won't be able to get to that tonight, maybe tomorrow. So like I said, let's get this hooked up. Now this is a 42-inch plow. I found this on Marketplace. As you can tell, it's orange, but it is a John Deere plow. Because underneath it, it's all yellow. So we are eventually going to strip it down and repaint it back to yellow pin, but obviously this pin is too short. I did have this pin laying around. It's got a little lock pin on it, so we're going to use this one for now. May have to try to make one or try to find one a little bit longer than this one. There it is, all hooked up. As you can tell, it does have a little bit of yellow, but this is a 42-inch plow. Like I said, we are going to strip it down from that orange and paint it back yellow. And I might get a decal and run across the middle of it with the John Deere logo. It says John Deere. I don't know yet, but that's a thought. Like I said, we gotta get a cable or some kind of instrument to stick on there to lower it, raise it. So I'll have to figure that one out. These are homemade brackets. Like I said, I couldn't find brackets, and I think I found some online that was gonna maybe work, but they were $22 a piece, and for $22 a piece, I am not willing to gamble on maybe. So I just fabbed up my own little bracket system, and I think it's gonna work. So let's continue this video tomorrow as we try to figure out the cable part. All right, it's the very next day. Went down to our local Rural King, and I picked up some more supply for the handle lift part. So let me show you what I got, then we'll get to installing it. Alright, so I got this. I was trying to find just like a single eyelet that I could use, but it's not too bad. I think I paid $2.79 for this. Another bolt for the bracket. I found this eyelet that's going to go through the handle, got a little chain link that I could stick it together. And I got 4 foot of chain, which we're not going to need all of that. We're going to cut that down. But that's what we're going to use to finish up the mower so we can start lifting it and go on with it. So let's go ahead, let's begin. Let's get this thing going. All right, so what we're going to do first is I'm going to pull this pin out. Like that. And of course, I bought too small of one. Damn it. That's all right. We got a drill and some drill bits. We'll just make that a little bit bigger. All right, so we got that on there now. We'll go and put our pin back in so it don't come off. All right, so I got my chain in. I'm fastening that down with a pair of pliers so they don't come off. Now you want to make sure your plow is all the way up so you know. We're probably going to stick our eyelet down here somewhere. So we'll probably cut it off right here. I probably got too much chain. I think maybe 2 foot or so would have worked, but it's done now. So we'll get this, we'll cut it off right here, and we'll drill our hole through this. Well, can't drill our hole because we got the rod that goes through there. So now we got to figure out something else because I didn't think about that. So what I'm going to do is put a rivet, insert rivet into the handle here. I don't have nothing. I don't have no loot. This is all I got on hand. I'm not going out buying nothing else. So what we're going to do is drill a hole in here, insert this, and hopefully it'll take and it won't interfere with the rod that shoots down through there, and we'll see what happens. All right, so we got our drill, our hole drill there. Our insert's gonna go inside. We're gonna push all the way in like so, and we're gonna rivet it out. So let's get that done. Alrighty, so we got our rivet in there. Our handle still works properly, and let's see if this eyelet I got. Oh, look at that. Perfect, perfect. Now, we'll take our chain and we'll measure it, and we'll cut it, and we'll insert this piece here, or try to open this up. Probably open this up and try to go from there. Alrighty, so I got my eyelet in, got it adjusted, got the chain, which got some tension on it. You know, it's got a little bit of play, which is fine. And I still have access to my thing. As you can tell, it works like it's supposed to. To me, I think it's a little light on the front. I'm afraid that if I hit a bump or something, that it would just come up. I don't know if I need to add maybe a weight or something on the front to help put tension on it, or there's a spring right in here that you can adjust, I guess, somehow to you know, I guess put tension on the on this. And I probably need to take it down to the 44 mark there. That way, you know, it'll go down like it's supposed to. So that'll do it for today's video. Hope you enjoy. I know there's a lot of missing things where I went to the store and picked up the stuff, where I drilled the hole and whatnot. I do apologize. I just don't have a place to put my phone to record all this. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any comments or anything like that, leave them down there and let me know. I do got some lights. I'm thinking about putting a LED light bar across the front, or I got individual LED pods that I'm thinking about putting on the front of it also for lighting. So we'll catch you on the next video.